Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcy. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. I hope I can give you a review today that, maybe you'll be excited about and possibly go out and buy the fragrance. Most people like Black Opium by YSL. I've tried all the flankers. I've tried the original. I've tried Neon. I've tried the Intense and the original and the OG original Black Opium. And I just really don't seem to like any of them, or they're not like that special. I have enough chocolate and coffee fragrances or chocolate and coffee and fragrances that I absolutely love more. I have one fragrance that they say smells like or reminiscent of Black Opium. So, I was happy with that one. But, it's just like the fear of missing out. I really want to love a Black Opium because that is apparently in everybody's fragrance collection. So I decided to go to Ulta today. And Ulta, you cannot buy the big bottle. You can buy the bigger bottle online. I think the 3 ounce it is, or 2.7 ounce online. You can only buy the 1.6 ounce online, which is $107. I mean, you can only buy the 3 ounce, almost 3 ounce online. And then you can have it delivered. You can't buy it online and pick it up in the store. And then you can buy the 1.6 ounce in the store. But I think their release date for both sizes is in a couple of weeks on top of the samples. So that just in case you wanted to swing by Ulta and pick up a smaller bottle of the one that we are reviewing today, which is Black Opium Extreme, y'all. So we're gonna see how extreme this fragrance is when it comes to the original Black Opium. I do have a travel size of the original Black Opium as well, and then I also have the fragrance that they compare to as well. So without further ado, y'all, let's get into this fragrance review. So I'll show you the original travel size of Black Opium. This was actually way too expensive. I really looked on all the fragrance sites, Fragrance Buy, X, Net. I looked on Max Aroma to see if I can get a sample. I almost stopped by Macy's and said, you know what, can I get a sample of the original, or a couple samples of the original Black Opium? But I didn't want to be that ghetto, y'all. So, I was like, whatever, I'm not going to go in Macy's and then just ask for samples. If my fragrance lady was there, then she probably would have given it to me. But, I don't want to take that chance. So I bought this 10 ml for $30. That is expensive for this original Black Opium for $30, 10 mls, y'all. So I don't recommend buying that. I mean, for $30, for another $20, you might as well buy the bigger bottle. I think you can get the 100 ml for maybe like 60, 70 bucks or something, or 50, 60 bucks on a fragrance discount site. So anyway, this was at Ulta and they gave no discounts. So anyway, we're gonna get into this. We're also going to get into the new Black Opium Extreme. I'm excited for this. But first, we're gonna go ahead and sample the Black Opium, the original Black Opium. I'm gonna go ahead and spray that one on my left hand. Look at the little cute bottle. I'm actually glad that I have this. I'm gonna wear it a couple times just to see if I can get, my nose and my body will start to love it. If not, we'll just stick with this one. We're gonna stick with this one anyway, because I have one and that's pretty much all I need. I know the original fragrance has multiple notes inside, more than the extreme. So the juice is really pretty. It looks delicious. It looks like a cacao coffee fragrance. So in the original, which came out in 2014, you have your coffee, jasmine, bitter almond, you have licorice, you have some vanilla, pear, pink pepper, you have orange blossom, cedar, and cashmere wood. So I think it might have been the licorice or something. I do love anise though, but I guess maybe in small doses, but it might have been the licorice or licorice, whatever, however you pronounce it, that I did not care too much in this fragrance. But yeah, this is the end all be all for some of you guys and your very first fragrance, or this is the fragrance that got you all into collecting fragrances, most would say. So let me go ahead and spray this on my left hand. Nice atomizer, especially for a you know, a travel size. So we'll let that dry some. So the fragrance that they said it smelled like, it kind of does smell like it. And this fragrance is by the house of Nishane. So when the wind just flew and I'm spraying and, you know, I got that sillage, even though the notes are completely different, I guess it's the concentration of the notes or the, you know, the raw materials of the fragrance. That's probably what makes it smell like this fragrance, and that fragrance is Nishane 100 Silent Ways. I didn't want to believe it, but the more I smelled Black Opium, the more I smelled Nishane 100 Silent Ways, the more they smell just alike. So you get, it smells the same, like 75%, but you get a little more, of course, the cacao and the chocolate, and you get a little more tuberose, but they're very, the vibe, they pretty much have the same vibe, and they smell very similar. So let's go ahead and smell this. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and spray Nishane 100 Silent Ways on my arm as well. Atomizer's amazing. Let that dry down. I hope you all are having an amazing day, a restful day, a peaceful day, you know. So in let's talk about the original Black Opium first. So in that, I definitely get the orange blossom, some cacao, some coffee, vanilla. You know, there's pear in here. You get like a light pear note in the opening. Definitely patchouli. It says bitter almond and licorice, but I think I got more of the licorice and the almondy orange blossom and the dry down. But yeah, definitely getting that orange blossom, cacao, vanilla, patchouli, and the pear. Yes, and yeah, and this is Nishane 100 Silent Ways. The oil concentration is amazing, y'all, on here. Look at that. Shiny. Sometimes you don't even need lotion if you're spraying fragrances on your arms. You can just spray those 1 2 3 1 2 3 and just rub it in like so, y'all. Yeah, so like I said, it's giving me those same vibes. 100 Silent Ways. It's not as sweet as Black Opium, the original. So, but I'm smelling similarities. Yeah, they're really, really similar, you all. Absolutely. Okay. So without further ado, let's get into this YSL Black Opium Extreme. And we're going to go ahead and spray this on my right hand, because I hope it's right. Right for me, at least. So this is a true unboxing. The sun's trying to peek through. And like I said, this is the 1.6 ounce, and at Ulta, you can purchase this for $107, which is absurd, you know, for this small bottle. 50 mils, you know, that's almost niche prices for some 50 mils, you know, Kayali. So, I don't really care too much for this little bottle though, you know, anyway, but yeah, this is the Black Opium Extreme bottle, but this is all I need anyway, you know. So let's go ahead. Top is solid, you know. There's a, you know, a little bit of, I don't know if I can't remember if the other bottles you can actually feel the grain of the fragrance bottle. But anyway, can you see? Ooh, almost dropped that. I think it's like ceramic. All right, so let's go ahead and spray this. I washed my hands thoroughly today, put on a non-scented lotion so I can get a true smell of this fragrance. 5 times, but I didn't show y'all the atomizer. Just as good. You know, actually the travel atomizer was better than the actual perfume bottle, but okay. So, I didn't really get that blast of the Black Opium scent with this one. I had to really, really sniff this. So I'm getting the fragrance, I'm getting the notes. So I'm getting a coffee. It's not a very sweet coffee as in the original Black Opium. This is more of like a black coffee as opposed to like a latte creamy type coffee. Yeah, like this would be a medium roast and this would be a dark roast. The coffee scent is not as strong as I thought it would be. I thought it would be a little more in your face. Let's get into the notes of Extreme. You have coffee, you have cacao, orange blossom, jasmine sambac, you have patchouli and bourbon vanilla. So in this fragrance, I'm getting some vanilla, I'm getting a little cacao, not as much as the original, and I'm getting like a dark roast coffee. But this one is so much more subtle than the original. I'm not getting very much orange blossom either. And I feel like it's harder to smell. This is a more tamed Black Opium. I think I like the original better than the Extreme. But you know, I have Nishane, so it doesn't make sense for me. Yeah, Nishane smells like the original. It doesn't make sense for me to buy Black Opium. Hey, doggy. Yeah, he's loud enough. Must be a big dog, huh? So now that it's drying down, I'm getting more cacao. Initially in the opening, I got more dark roast coffee. Now I'm getting, it's pulling through the chocolate. The cacao is pulling through. The bourbon vanilla is coming through. Yeah, but initially, and I sprayed 5 times. Look at that, y'all. Yeah, I sprayed 5 times and I did not get, it was like I was, you know, sniffing really hard. But I guess it's not linear as you know, the original is pretty linear, you know. It doesn't go through, to me, it doesn't go through any phases. It smells the same all the way through the original Black Opium. This one seems to have phases. Yeah, I'm getting that jasmine, you know, a little bit of jasmine, but you really get the cacao, the coffee, like a dark roast coffee in the opening, and then it starts to, what, 5 minutes we've been talking, you know. I got the cacao and now I'm starting to get some floral notes. But that orange blossom is not as powerful and as potent as I thought it would be in this fragrance. I thought it was going to be coffee, cacao, and orange blossom, and it didn't give me that. It gave me dark roast coffee, you know, 5 minutes later cacao, and then floral notes. Maybe the orange blossom is in the back just to make this fragrance like slightly, you know, powdery. It's not, it's a little creamy, but more powdery than creamy. But it's more like a chocolatey, like a milky chocolatey, you know, with a dark coffee. So anyway, like I said, Nishane, 100 Silent Ways, still smells like the original Black Opium to me, you know, so yeah, it's drying down. But if you have the Black Opium Extreme, there is no, if you have the original Black Opium, I'm sorry, if you have the original Black Opium, there is no need to go out and buy the Extreme. Unless you don't like Black Opium and you want more of a tamed Black Opium, a subtle Black Opium, a quieter Black Opium, then you might want to get the Extreme. Other than that, if you love the original, there's no need to buy the Extreme. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, right now I'm just getting a little cacao and some floral notes. That coffee kind of dissipated or disappeared. The coffee's hiding, okay? It's turned into a, you know, that large cup of coffee is turned into like a little shot. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice fragrance. I like this for me because I'm not a huge Black Opium fan, you know? So for me, because I want it to be a little more subtle, I like this for me. You know, I probably will not purchase the original Black Opium still because I have other ones that smell like it. But yeah, I'm not going to purchase the bigger bottles. So the bottle that I have right here is the bottle that I'll be keeping, the 50 ml. You know, it's going to take me years to finish this. I would wear Nishane 100 Silent Ways before I probably pick this up, you know. And this seems like I could wear this to bed. I could definitely wear this to bed, y'all, because it's so soft and it's warm and it's comforting, you know, and it's not like any strong noses that are in your face or very striking to your, you know, to your memory or your nasal cavities to like wake you up. You know, this kind of, you know, hides and kind of want to make you duck under the covers and, you know, get warm so you can go to sleep, y'all. So anyway, that's my review on all the fragrances that smell just alike, and the original and the Black Opium Extreme. Hope you all love the review. I hope this helped. Like I said, if you have the original Black Opium, do not go out and buy the Black Opium Extreme. I mean, if you just want to smell it, go to the store when it comes out, you know, order a sample, but it really doesn't make any sense to buy that fragrance. All right, have an amazing day, y'all. Go out and spread amazing sillage. Do good, be good. Love you all.